Hello everybody, this is Mateo, and we're in Magicant, or still in there rather. We just entered at the end of the last part, but... Oh hey look, it's that zombie, oh man, he must be really angry at us. So again, I really like how they change the colors of the area, and you just meet up with all the old characters. Okay, so apparently Ness used to wear a lot of blue, that's interesting. Wish we could have seen him from the front, but he's kind of turned away right now. Oh well, hotel, heal ourselves up. The usual stuff. You know, that actually does kind of look like Ness when he would be younger. Oh, that's a long line of people. I don't think I'm going to talk to anybody here. Wait, there's Picky down there. I should have talked to him. Oh, dang it. Well, here's Pokey at the very least. I didn't even notice Picky there earlier. Okay, well, Pokey doesn't change the color, that's kind of weird. And look, there's a cross, and religious imagery, and Flying Man. Kind of interesting, the Flying Men are actually returning from Earthbound 0, Mother, the original one. Where they also appeared in Magicant, and helped Nintendo do damage and took damage. So that's very helpful. Also, that was Buzz's grave, kind of interesting. And here's this guy again. Okay, but what we want to do, we want to continue on through here, make our way through. And here's Ness, apparently, only he's regular Ness, rather than the younger one that we met up with earlier. But he has an item to give us, and I thought that this was some super awesome, like, equipment that he was going to give us, because I think he mentioned the fact that it's a baseball hat. So I was like, oh, hey, must be really cool. Bag of Dragonite, very, very nice. By the way, those bags of Dragonite that you've been saving, you want to give them to Ness now. This is when he's going to use them, or rather, soon enough. So I'm going to get rid of the PSI Caramel, which I should have gotten rid of the Brainstone, because I thought that the Brainstone was going to... Why did I get rid of the bag of Dragonite? I thought that the Brainstone was like an item that you could use like 20 times to heal PP, kind of like the bag of magic herb or something like that from Mother, where you just have multiple uses of it. Yeah, not quite. It just helps you concentrate, which I think prevents brain shock or something stupid like that that's never used. So yeah, keep the bag of Dragonite, and the item that Ness, or other Ness, actually gives you is just a crappy, the very first, whatchamacallit, that we got, the very first hat equip that we did get, from that one kid in the treehouse. So yeah, really not helpful. There we saw the enemy, the loaded dice, or the loaded die, one of the two. And basically what he does is that he calls a fellow enemy into the battle pretty much every single turn, so he's incredibly annoying. Okay, we kind of went the wrong way here. We want to go across the dead end first. Overall, this dungeon, probably the most difficult dungeon in the game. Goddess Band, that is a very nice piece of equipment. Inventory is going to be a serious problem in this area because you only have Ness with you. So that's one thing. As well as you only have one character except for the Flying Man for however long he lasts, because he will eventually die. He's kind of like a teddy bear that can attack. And really his attack doesn't do that much, but he's still helpful to take hits and stuff away from you. But after you lose him, you have nothing to protect you against the enemies. They will all be attacking you, and all doing damage to you. So you're just going to be getting all of the attacks, and from all the enemies that you fight while going through here, you're going to take quite a bit of damage, and then you have to fight a really difficult boss that we'll get to later. So overall, this is, to me, this is the hardest dungeon in the entire game. It took me like 3 or 4 attempts to finally get all the way through it. And because of that, I'm going to get at a really high level, one that I didn't mean necessarily to get to. But it happened, so whatever. Let's go ahead and open this treasure chest. One of these, yep, there we go, Magicant Bat. Well, not the final bat for him, but a very, very good one at the very least. I think it outclasses the Casey Bat in terms of attack power, maybe not. Look at that, 214, a whopping 80. I think the KC bat might still be higher, but in fact I'm incredibly sure it is. But this one is fully accurate, hitting 100% of the time, or very slightly less than 100% of the time. Here we have Mr. Molecules, which try to use a whole bunch of PSI skills, but they won't work until they concentrate, and they won't concentrate after about 3 to 5 turns, I think. I don't know, it's been a while. But that's really the only thing that they can do, so you can just bash a lot and beat them, so they aren't that bad at all. They're the easiest enemies in the area. Most difficult enemies, probably the loaded dice, just because of how crazy they can get with their numerous enemies that they'll throw out. Here we have an Electro Swoosh, which now is the only time I'd say that you should give the Franklin badge away from Paula and give it to Ness, despite the fact that I've had it on Ness this entire game so far. But for this area, you should give it to Ness, just so he has that protection from thunder attacks from these guys. Because, I mean, Paula's not doing anything right now, she's just kind of standing there while Ness just kind of sleepwalks or whatever he's doing. Okay, but they did quite a bit of damage. Let's heal that poison. It's annoying. Just that constant damage that I don't want to deal with. It bugs me to have a status ailment on a party member. Okay, let's see here. Magic Tart. I'm gonna go ahead, recover some PP, grab that. I think that heals slightly more PP, so it's a bit of an upgrade, but again, I shouldn't be carrying that Brainstone because it does absolutely nothing. But at the time, I did not realize this. And here we have the final enemy of the area, which is also incredibly difficult. The Carefree Bomb, because he can throw bombs and kill your flying man. I'm pretty sure he can also throw super bombs, which does a ton of damage. So you want to be really careful with them. Take them out first. Okay, 91 damage, but I'm incredibly sure that he can throw a super bomb as well, which just does not work out. And I think that it is 5 turns for the Mr. Molecules. So if it's Carefree Bombs and Mr. Molecules, yeah, definitely go for the Carefree Bombs first, because they can actually do damage to you. And then go for the Mr. Molecules. God, so many enemies. It's just kind of weird how they look like question marks. I think they just didn't want to make any more above screen sprites or whatever. And then some of the other ones are presents. I think that's the loaded dice. They're the only ones that are presents. What does the French Kiss of Death look like? Is it just another question mark? I think so. Man, look at these guys. Okay, and we made it to this weird curly tree, which brings us to the Sea of Eden. So a little biblical reference there. I'm pretty sure that Eden is a thing that has to do with the Bible. But I feel like this place is chock full of Bible references, biblical references. But this is one that I get, at least. If it is one, it might be like Greek mythology. I really don't know much about this kind of topic, but here we have the Kraken. The Kraken is back for whatever reason, but he's hopefully not that difficult considering we only have one character with us, and his crashing big boom bang attack is blocked by the Franklin badge, which is very, very helpful. So another reason why you want to give the Franklin badge to Ness. A couple of bashes and you'll just take him out quickly, and he gives so much experience. Weird thing about the Krakens, though, is that they are in set locations, so unlike most of the enemies, which just kind of appear randomly, the Krakens are in these certain locations, and you pretty much have to fight them unless you can somehow maneuver around them. But after you fight them once, they'll disappear forever, and you won't be able to fight them again. And with how much experience they give you, I really would suggest fighting them, because that's a ton. So there you go. And here we have the Mani Mani statue again. Remember that from Moonside? Well, here we have it again, in Ness's mind, apparently. Yeah, nothing happened. I'm trying to use that to heal PP, and then I figure out... Oh... Well then... I don't even know what that means. Okay, can't use PSI if you can't concentrate. I'm pretty sure it blocks the status ailment. But yeah, it's been useless this entire time. I decided to use a Magic Tart, which heals just as much as the PSI Caramel does, PP-wise. There's really no good item to heal PP with. One fight later, I died. So that was a failure. So we're just gonna skip ahead to me up with it again. And hopefully this time it works. Okay. I am indeed the one that forced you into being. Well, I am going to be beating you, hopefully. Okay, I don't think that really using a shield would help. So we're just gonna stick with bashing for now, because I'm pretty sure he has a PSI shield. Maybe not. But hey, starting off with a smash attack, that's a very good sign. Now that is his killer move. He has the most powerful gaming attack, which pretty much kills you in one hit. And the Glorious Light does not help. Now I'm crying, so my bash attacks will be really inaccurate. I have so much going against me right now. Luckily, the rolling HP thing allows you to do multiple turns before you would actually die, and take another PSI Gaming Omega. See, now that damage is basically negated because I'm still dying, so that's a really nice thing here. Otherwise, he would kill you in one hit, and then you'd be able to do nothing. So, now we're just gonna kind of sit here and wait for the HP to go all the way back up, so I'm just going to cut until then. So that's what you really want to do. Pay a lot of attention to your HP. When it gets down to around 150, you want to use Life Up Beta or Gamma to fully heal up and then let it go all the way back up so you can have extra time to do attacks. So that's really annoying how he uses Life Up there. And just make sure you account for all the sound effects that they play during this battle. Like, Gaming Omega's sound effect is pretty long, so I'm probably going to want to use Life Up right around now. Okay, yeah, I definitely want to use it now. So hurry up, go on over. Now he's using Shield, so my attacks will be shot right back at me. And, yep, he does. It's really negligible, compared to the, damage that he does with Omega. In fact, he'd probably use Omega in the time that you did all this damage to him. But when he does that shield, you're not going to be doing a whole lot, which is a problem. And you want to try to save as much PP as you can to use life ups. So you're not going to want to use very many gaming attacks. Which leads us to... Oh, if you have the bags of Dragonite, you really want to use them on this fight. It'll do around 500 damage to him. So that is very, very helpful. Unfortunately, I used my bag of Dragonite in the previous attempt at the fight, which I lost. So I basically wasted that. And I don't have it anymore. And there's also that other bag of Dragonite that they give you right outside, right in the area, like that little trail thing that you want to keep as well, but I stupidly got rid of. There we go, 89,000 experience. That's not even enough for a level. What level am I at, even? Okay, so, everything in the unverse? I think they mean universe. I actually didn't notice that before, but just something to point out. Actually, I think I did, because I actually stood on that line for a second. Oh well. Oh hey, my name is Ness. Okay. Hit stuff with bats and use psychic powers. Okay, so, it's basically telling me where to go. Yeah, Saturn Valley, sure, I thought that up. I am a genius, apparently. Oh man, I better not be stuck within my own mind and just become crazy. Oh, hey, Ness actually talked, that's weird. So, we now know our next destination, Saturn Valley. Okay, what's going on now? Okay, so he's being filled with the power of all of your sanctuary locations, and all of his stats are going to get a big increase. I think it's pretty much 10 for each, because, yeah, pretty much 10 for each, I do believe. So that's very nice, as well as he's going to get a huge HP increase and PP increase. Yeah, radically expanded. He gains 20,000 experience, 200,000 experience points, in fact. Yeah, look at all that PP he gained. And they finally give him access to Teleport Beta. You basically learn that whenever you complete Magicant. For whatever reason, they don't let you have it, but they let Pooh have it, so... Whatever, but seriously, so much PP. PP is no longer a problem. We have 300 plus more of it. And then also an extra 150 or so HP, so that's also very nice. And then this place gets weird, and also, weirdly enough, Magnet Hill, the actual Magnet Hill is not there, it's just a fenced-in area, essentially. Okay, this is getting all weird. Could we stop that and slow down? Yeah, look at that, see, no Magnet Hill. And we are back at the volcano. Hopefully I didn't, like, accidentally lie down into the lava, that would be bad. Oh, nope, right next to it. And we have lost the soundstone because we no longer have use for it. Yeah, I'm just gonna get up in one frame of animation. In fact, a lack of animation entirely. Okay, so let's go to Saturn Valley. We are automatically able to teleport, despite the fact that we probably shouldn't be able to in this area. I think, there we go. Yeah, we probably... Yeah, there's no way you'd be able to do that. But we will figure out what we need to do here next time. See you all then. Goodbye. Got cut off. Oh, man.